What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG, back with some Edison. We've got Dennis playing Amaryllis Burn versus Steven on Forgs. So this should be an interesting match. I don't think we've ever seen this particular matchup before, so something a little different than normal. Dennis has a really cool top 16 Blackwing mat, and he told me he purchased that one for like, I don't know, like a little over 100 or something, and then but he actually top 16 day 2, so he has the Gores mat and this mat, which is super sick. Steven's gonna go through his deck and pitch all the frogs, make the draws really consistent. Well, actually, he might like Pot of Avarice them back into the deck and then try to draw other stuff. But for now, this setup is pretty nice. He's gonna crack the dupe frog. Oh, he's gonna change his mind, go into a different summon, swap frog, and then crack. Okay. So I don't know how the Fishborg gets in the grade. This can Swap Frog pitch Fishborg? Maybe it was in his hand. He discarded his special Swap Frog, but he's gonna end up on double dupe Substitute for Dennis to break. Ooh, mills a Mystic Tomato. Mystic Tomato, so it goes into maybe a Sangan or a Plague. Couple things. Just another plant for him to use so that he can maybe Marker the Rose. Yeah, I usually have a good knowledge on like how decks are built, but Amaryllis is not one of those decks. So everything that comes out, I'm just gonna be like, oh, what is that? That's just interesting. So we go, I think Tribune Frog special, or Tribute Summon Des Frog, which is a 5 or 6 star, and then pitch Fishborg Blaster, and then he's gonna send the monster and swing for 23. That's pretty sick. This setup is nuts. The Bryonic is insulated, or was. That's a good answer. So you'll take Brio. So since there's 2 dupe frogs, he can't just pitch like one card to attack, because the lock will still be there. So he's gonna pitch one trade in. Okay, trade in and Heavy Storm. Doesn't need those cards right now. We'll run over the Substitute for 22. Now the life points are pretty close. He will 1-for-1 for Cyber Valley, and this will remove the Brio. So this is the conversion. Sweet. And then we're gonna replenish the cards in hand. Trade in sends the Amaryllis to the grave. Does he want to banish this though? Yes, he does. So I believe if it leaves the field, it burns for 800. I don't know if it's like just leave the field or if it needs to hit the yard. But we'll see. I think it just needs to leave the field. But luckily Steven has no way to move it. There's not really Monarchs in this deck. I think they come in game 2 and 3 from the side. They're mainly just killing you with frogs and Fishborg synchros, like Brio, Colossal, Army Arm, things of that nature. At the end of the day, it is a frog deck. They just kill you in different ways. More explosive, but a lot more frogs, I would say. So I go double dupe. Let's see if we can break this board. We used a lot to break the first one. Second time might be a little tougher. At least for my Machina deck, it's a little bit easier for me to break because I can go into synchros pretty easily with Plague. Like right away, I'm looking for Plague or Raikou to break the Duke Frogs, which is a really nice way to destroy it because it makes the monster miss timing. Okay, Cartridge will go defense, set into the monster, and then we have no real choice but to wall up. This flop frog is gonna send a bunch of cards to hand. Really, for every frog on the field, he can send up a monster on the field to hand, is what I understand. So if there's 4, maybe it sends up 4. Okay, sweet. We're gonna solve that because that card's an issue. It would just reset us back to 0. Oh god, it's going back. Pot of Avarice will send these 5, and if he has the Substitute, he can just find that flip-flop frog, set it face down, and retry again. Hopefully he doesn't draw any of those cards, but Steven does have that 1-for-1 in hand. Oh, wait a second. There we go. 1-for-1, pitch, fish, borg, frog. Get the Substitute, now we crack. And we go to Unifrog. We're gonna clear the way before we start doing some stuff. Yes, we'll bash in that Mark of the Rose. And then there's the flip-flop frog. Right back where it started on the other side of the field. Yikes. Well, they can just kill you with this too, just these frogs. And then like... Let's look at what Flip Flop Frog does. It's a very interesting card. Flip Flop Frog. Flip Flop Frog. You can flip this card into face down defense, and then when it's flipped up, you can return monsters your opponent controls to the hand equal to the number of face-up frog monsters. Oh my god, it does sets too. That's insane. Holy moly. But like, he's gonna gain 600? He's gonna send 3 back to hand? That is so gross. Yeah, we cracked this with Substitute. Go into Fields of Frog? Something with tadpoles, but I guess it generates another like... What is this monster? Look at it, so look, this Death Frog is huge. It's like 1900 attack. Beezle Frog? Beezle Frog? Beezle Frog. Kind of cute. Okay, so we'll go to game 2. Corwin's up 1. This card gains 300 attack for each tadpole in your graveyard. It's a 1200 and a 3-star, so I'm guessing that's what the relevant thing is. It's that it's 3-star. So the mix up of axis of synchros is a little bit different rather than dealing with just 1s and 2s. We have the 3 to go into a different set of synchros. If Dennis can stick a Titania onto the board, that would be great. A lot of the ways that he would have to deal with Titanial is going over its head, and if he can protect the Titanial that way, then he'll be in a really good spot. But 1-for-1 pitch Dandelion, get us 2 tokens. That's a pretty nice start. Trade into 1-for-1. Ooh, we go Cyber Valley, so we're gonna dig. Get 2 tokens. Probably look to banish right away, just in case Steven decides to mess with our board. So we gotta get those draws in. Nice. So we can turn those tokens into cards. And we'll summon Sengen. Swing. Hits the Dandelion. Produce 2 tokens. Dude, I saw these cards and I was like, dude, are those manga rare One Piece cards? And then I think Joey told me that they're just replicas. So those would be like $500 $500 tokens essentially. Skill Drain will stop the Swap Frog. Swap Frog goes back to hand using its cost to return it, and then we're gonna find a different way to set up the grave. This is a pretty good start for Dennis. We turned off all the effects for the frogs, and this will put us in a really good position. Well, since he can't set up the Swap Frog, I guess he could still use Substitute, but yeah, his hand looks like it's full of spells, 1-for-1 MST, 1 monster maybe. But I think the monster he wants is like Swap Frog. He wants to keep that in hand. So we have a dilemma, severe lack of monsters. And then I think if he goes for space onto Skill Drain, I believe that Titanium can still use the effect if it sacks itself, right? I think. I don't know. It should be out off the field to oh, Trapstone. Okay, Trapstone turns off Skill Drain. We will use Swap Frog, pitch 1-for-1, go into Substitute, and then salvage. Ooh, nice. This will give us a discard special. Exactly what we need. Discard special. Look to pitch. And then we're getting to our graveyard. He just had to jump through some hoops to get there. So, okay, yeah. So we're gonna crack everything, set everything up. And then maybe draw bombs, draw our value cards like Pot of Avarice. Yeah, so this is the power of frogs. They just make their draws really clean. That way we're not drawing frogs. Like, look how tiny his deck is. It's like maybe 20 cards. But half the deck is left. And then he's gonna end up on the Unifrog. Does he get his effect if there's no frog on the field? Doesn't look like he does, so he cracks it. So if he ends up on the dupe block, it gets skill drained next turn because the Trapstone will, yeah, okay. He's gonna protect his skill drain just in case by getting rid of the only Unifrog. We will crack Substitute, and on dupe frog, Substitute. Ooh, and the heavy storm is there. That will clear, make sure that these guys can do their job. And since Titanium is attached to Miracle Fertilizer, it goes down. Wait, does it go down? I think if you destroy... No, okay, it doesn't go down. I was like, I'm pretty sure I learned that the other way. Yeah, so if you destroy the spell, the monster stays. If you destroy the monster, the spell dies. That's how it goes. The card's a little bit confusing, but they figure it out. Titanium still gets to exist. Lightning Vortex will deal with this board. And can we put on some more gas to end the game? We'll go 5, 6, 5? We'll go Android, okay. Effect of Sangan. I'm really curious what he's gonna search for. Maybe lone fire, maybe debris. Did they run debris in this deck? DD Crow. Okay, that works. Sangan search DD Crow. Swing for 24. Swing for 28. I'm assuming. We ain't scared. And then we'll ping up for 600. Treeborn Frog. So it's got Moray of Greed, Swap Frog, and a trap that I didn't really get a good look at. It looks like we're just like out of gas for Steven, but this will equalize the board. But Dennis's hand's like 4 cards strong, 3 or 4 cards strong. End phase will special summon Amaryllis, and just a couple more activations of this will burn Steven out of the game. Treeborn Frog hits the field. Dupe. Oh, huh. Okay. Armor cut. We will get rid of Dupe Frog and then clear the rest of the Dupe Frogs from the grave. Sweet. We save our Amaryllis. If Amaryllis attacks, it like self-destructs. So he's gonna go for he thought DD Crow could take down the frog, but the frog at least has 100 defense and Crow only has 100. Okay, so he will attack. Hey, what happened? Yeah, so you attack, do 800, banish another one. They didn't bother to put the Treeborn Frog in the grave because he's just gonna special summon it again. And then rinse and repeat. We have 2,000 life points. We need 4 more activations. 3 more activations. So attack, take another 800. End phase. Did we run out of plants? I think we did. Need a lone fire to refill. Foolish Burial. Ooh, this will give us a plant. 2 tokens and a plant. End phase, banish, special. Pot of Avarice. Dang, that's a lot of Pot of Avarice. I was like, what? Oh, maybe that was last game. Okay, maybe this is the first one. Activates it, but the crow is there. Sack for 2, and this might be the end. Burn for 8, and swing for... Oh! The Gores blocks the way, so... so he attacks with Amaryllis, and then... burns him for 8, and off the effect damage, drops the Gores, blocking the Titania from ending the game. Oh my goodness. So if he sequenced it the other way, this game would be over, but he gets punished by attacking with Amaryllis first. Mark of the Rose will move it, and that'll go to game 3. That could have been almost bad. Almost very, very bad. I remember him talking about it. He's like, yeah, I almost got, like, almost died because I attacked wrong. So when he attacked me, he attacked properly, which, you know, you just kind of... You live and learn, and then as each game you play, you remember the things you did wrong that, you know, could potentially ended your game. But luckily, he was able to finish it off with a Mark of the Rose. Raigeki Break will break the Titanial, and then we got some frogs going. No substitute quite yet. We will swing in for 100 or 1,000. Swap Frog's attack is pretty nice. It's like, I've been beat down by swap frogs before. Just like for like 4K until I can draw something to just answer that. And I can just like summon, attack, and then it's just like it's really annoying. Substitute cracks this. We'll go into dupe right away. Yikes. We need a board breaker. Board breaker would be like Mark of the Rose, Cyber Valley, or Lightning Vortex in Dennis's situation. We'll crack this Treeborn Frog. Ooh, Unifrog. That will take care of the return. Ooh, oh god, this is bad. So he cracks the Unifrog for Caius, swinging for 3,400 damage. And then main phase 2 will tribute off the Caius. Dang, that was brutal. Now the frog player is clocking us. This is not where we want to be. Pot of Avarice. Put the Caius back, essentially. Okay, he's gonna Crow Treeborn Frog. That will stop that. And then replace Swap Frog with Flip Flop Frog. Yeah, that card's so annoying, dude. If you can't move it out of the way or destroy it, you're in a lot of trouble. Well, Lightning, Pitch Dandy. At least we get some tokens. But this frog, if we commit anything more to the board, the frog is gonna erase our stuff. So it includes himself, so we'll at least return 1. Swap Frog. No effect. We'll pitch, swing in for 1,000. And then go back down. Your card's so annoying, dude. Oh god. Swing in for another 1,000. I don't know how much Flip Flop Frog has, but Dennis doesn't have much life points left. But like, even if we set, it gets compulsed to hand by Flip Flop. Yeah, it's pretty gross. This is a pretty gross combo. Sangan will attempt to kill it. Vargeki Break will stop it. Oh god. And now our Treeborn Frog is live. At least we get to search. Maybe we can go... Oh. I was gonna say maybe there's like a Battle Fader in that deck, but you go Lone Fire. Pass to Steven. Sack these two for the Gores. And we die. GG. Let's see what's in Dennis's hand. He flashes it at the end. So he reveals Titanial. Let's see. Yeah, Titanial, Mind Control, Lightning Vortex, Brain Control. So a lot of stealing stuff, but no like setup. He had to Sangan for Lone Fire just so he can get some plants engraved maybe. I don't really think he runs like Copy Plant or Nettles. It's not like a Gigavice deck, so a lot of the cards in his hand were unfortunately dead draws. But yeah, that was an interesting game. At least it went to the game number 3 for these guys. It almost ended in disaster for Dennis, but he didn't get punished. But that's okay. He learned from his mistakes because he did the exact same play with me, where he goes summon Titanial and Amaryllis, attack with the Titanial first, and then Amaryllis, which I did have Gores in hand too, I think. But yeah, if you guys like the videos, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!